A police cruiser hits a man on a central Kentucky road, killing him. What we've learned about the victim and the police officer involved in the crash.
Gorgeous start to the weekend across the Bluegrass State. The best is yet to come for your Saturday.
And President Barack Obama and the British Prime Minister talk about how they'll work together to fight threats from terrorists.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. What a great start to the weekend. Temperatures are in the 40s this afternoon in central Kentucky, and we could hit 50 tomorrow. You're looking live at our sky cam overlooking a sunny Rupp Arena, which will host the Miranda Lambert concert tonight. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey is in the First Alert Weather Center. Chris, what a nice day.
Yeah, beautiful out there. Folks heading downtown for the concert tonight should be in tip-top shape, both going into and coming out of Rupp Arena. Sunsplash skies showing up for a change. It's been a dreary winter. No, we haven't had a lot of snow, but it's been one of the uglier winters that we've had. But right now, blue sky is beginning to take over. 43 degrees right now in Lexington. How about that? Winds are coming at us at around 5 miles an hour, so it feels a little cooler at 40, but overall, we're really not going to complain about 43 degrees. 45 here into Richmond, 46 showing up into London. Still a little colder into parts of northeastern Kentucky because on Defender, which by the way is showing no precipitation, we can throw the clouds into the mix so you can see a little bit of cloud cover that is showing up into the northeastern part of the state with a very weak cold front that is up there. If you're out and about this evening, it's a nice one. Temperatures will chill down upper 30s at around 7 o'clock, and by the time we are either heading back from the concert or maybe for a late night on the town at around 28 or 11, we're down to 28 degrees chilly temperatures. Weather headlines as we roll forward. Saturday, no way about it. It's awesome. Just great weather to start out that weekend. Then cold fronts, Jennifer, start to slowly work back in one Sunday and every couple of days. We'll track those. That means temperatures go up and down into your 7-day forecast straight ahead.
Thank you, Chris. A crash involving a central Kentucky police officer kills a man. Now Kentucky State Police are investigating how it happened. The Lincoln County coroner tells us a 69-year-old man was crossing New Highway 150 last night just outside Crab Orchard when a Stanford police officer's cruiser hit him. Phil Pendleton is tracking the investigation. It's our top story at 4.
We are told the man struck and killed is 69-year-old Howard Robert Robbins. He was hit and killed by a Stanford City police officer on his way to work just after 10 o'clock on Thursday night. Now, the collision happened on U.S. Highway 150 outside Crab Orchard. It is under investigation by Kentucky State Police. We are told the officer, Travis Richardson, who's been an officer for 11 years and was Stanford for 4 years, was headed to work to begin his shift when the incident occurred. Robbins lives close by and was on his way to a friend's house.
He was just a really good feller. You know, you had to know Robert. He was hard to get to know. But once he got to know you, why, he'd come up, have coffee with us every morning, and, you know, he'd trade around with Kurt and a bicycle or something here or there. But he walked, you know, he would always walk up and down the road.
State police were expected to reconstruct what happened. We're told that Officer Richardson was placed on administrative leave while all of this is investigated. Much more at 5 and 6, but for now in Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Robin's body was taken to Frankfurt for an autopsy. We're working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. An early morning fire killed one man. A second man survived. It started around 4:30 this morning at a trailer on Baber Wages White Road, north of Moorhead in Rowan County. A woman lives nearby says her fiance spotted the flames and ran inside, pulling Ollie Brickles to safety. Neighbors say they didn't realize Brickles' brother was still in there until firefighters found a body.
If he'd have known Hanky was in there, he would have went back in. And I think that was Jesus' protection for our family, because from as bad as the fire was, there's no way he could have done that twice safely.
The coroner has not released the victim's identity, but family members say they believe it is Gary Brickles. Ollie Brickles was rushed to UK, but no word on his condition. Firefighters do not know what started the fire. A Lexington family had to dodge some bullets after someone fired shots into their home overnight. Police found shell casings and 2 bullets that went into the home on Burkwood Drive off Liberty Road. 2 adults and some children were inside at the time. No one was hurt. We talked with the mother. You'll hear her story coming up on WKYT at 4:30. And police have arrested a man they say was playing chicken and nearly hit a police officer. Lexington police arrested 20-year-old Dominique Blackford yesterday. An officer said he watched Blackford drive about 80 miles an hour down East 7th Street and nearly hit 2 other drivers before doing the same thing to the police officer. We'll have details on the charges against Blackford coming up on WKYT News at 4:30. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. British Prime Minister David Cameron and President Barack Obama talked to the media today after 2 days of meetings between the 2 world leaders. Craig Boswell is at the White House with details.
President Obama and British Prime Minister David Cameron met in the Oval Office to discuss shared challenges.
We covered a lot of ground.
In a joint newser, Cameron summed up the chief concern.
Security. Economic security, the jobs and the living standards of our citizens, and national security, the ability of our peoples to live safely and in peace.
They focused on security in the Middle East. Preventing Iran from obtaining a nuclear weapon is a priority for both countries.
Given their missile capabilities, it would threaten directly our closest allies, including Israel, and ultimately could threaten us.
President Obama says the recent Paris attacks underscore the need for further cooperation in the fight against terrorism.
American-British unity is enabling us to meet challenges in Europe and beyond.
Both countries will also be working together to keep citizens safe in a world made smaller by the internet.
Given the urgent and growing danger of cyber threats, we decided to expand our cooperation on cybersecurity to protect our critical infrastructure, our businesses, and the privacy of our people.
And the 2 leaders say with a slowing global economy, now is the time to push for a new trade pact between the U.S. and European Union. Craig Boswell, CBS News, the White House.
President Obama and Prime Minister Cameron said they've had talks with companies such as Facebook, urging them to work with governments to find a balance between the need to track terrorists and the privacy of internet users. An Ohio man arrested for allegedly plotting to set off bombs at the U.S. Capitol and shoot government officials was in court this afternoon. A federal magistrate ordered 20-year-old Christopher Lee Cornell to be held without bond. The magistrate agreed with a federal prosecutor who called Cornell a danger to the public and a flight risk based on the seriousness of the charges. Cornell was arrested Wednesday and charged with plotting an attack. Court documents say the arrest came after he posted on Twitter his support for Muslim terrorists and then met with FBI informants about his plan. Cornell's father says his son was taken in by a snitch.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
It's been a rough ride on Wall Street this week, but it ended with gains across the board. The Dow jumping 191 points to close at 17,512. The Nasdaq added 64 and the S&P 27. A growing number of Americans, more than 40 million, are classified as independent workers. That includes temps and people who are self-employed. Zen99, a group that works with freelancers, figured out the best cities for freelancers based on health insurance costs, affordable housing, and taxes. LA came in as the best city in part because of the film industry. Miami and Houston round out the top 3. It's back to the drawing board for Google Glass. Google will stop selling its internet-connected eyewear after the gadget failed to take off with consumers. The company will develop a new, better-looking and less expensive version. More robocalls, those annoying pre-recorded messages, may be coming to your cell phone if banks have their way. Some banks are asking the FCC to change the law, making it legal for them to call you on your cell phone. They say they want to alert customers to fraud and identity theft. Opponent consumer groups are urging the FCC to deny the bankers' proposal. If your child likes to wash down Wendy's chicken nuggets with Coca-Cola, they're out of luck. Wendy's has removed soda from drink choices in its kids' meals. University of Kentucky gymnastics team is about to begin a new season. Deanne Stevens is out and about with the team today.
Yeah, she joins us from the Nutter Center where they're getting ready for Excite Night. Good afternoon, Deanne.
Good afternoon, guys. We are at Nutter Field House where the UK gymnastics team has been practicing. We had two sweet girls who were nice enough to hang out with us because everybody else is getting ready to head to Memorial Coliseum. We have Shelby and Kayla with us, two seniors. And can you believe it's your last Excite Night?
It's really crazy.
It is. So when you had your first Excite Night, let's go back there. Let's talk a bit about the excitement that comes with the kickoff to the season.
Yeah, it's a lot of excitement, definitely a lot of nerves, so I've learned how to control them somewhat, but it should be a lot of fun with all our fans out there.
All right, Kayla, tell everybody, what is Excite Night?
Excite Night's the first meet of the season, and it's just the night we open up, and it's really fun for the fans.
Yeah, it's so much fun for the whole family. Doors open at 5:30, activities for the kids. I understand you guys are signing autographs, there's posters and coloring things, all kinds of things for them to do at 6:30. Meet starts at 7, so this is a fun, family-friendly activity.
Yes, definitely.
All right, I'm going to let you get started, my dear, because you're going to take off on the floor, I think, and Kayla's going to kind of tell us a little bit about are you all doing a recognition of seniors? I'm sure you're going to do a senior night soon.
We will have a senior night. It's in March.
Okay, so tell us about Shelby Hilton here.
Shelby is our competitor on vault and floor, and she starts out on floor, and she's about to do a layout for one of her passes in her floor routine tonight. And you'll be able to see this tonight at Excite Night as well.
It's so much fun to watch you guys, but to think about the work that goes into what you're doing. Talk a bit about that. How many hours are you in the gym?
We're in the gym up to 20 hours a week, sometimes below, around 18 or so. But it's really intense, and it's really fun, though.
All right, tell everybody to come out tonight and see Shelby and Kayla and the whole UK gymnastics team.
Yes, everybody come out tonight and support us.
Come on out for Excite Night. It's happening at Memorial Coliseum. Meet starts at 7 o'clock. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about. Go Cats!
That's a great event, too. You can take the kids, a family fun.
Yeah, Excite Night. You know what else is exciting? A birthday. Somebody in here has a birthday today, huh?
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
20 and holding again?
Yes, and I'm glad I could share it with you here at WKYT.
That's your birthday
and all
gift.
of you at home.
That's your birthday gift. It keeps giving.
In this countdown to game time, the Cats get a big win at home and hit the road for Alabama. The Kentucky Wildcats and Virginia are the only two undefeated Division I teams left in men's college basketball. The Cats are 16-0 going into tomorrow's game against the Crimson Tide. KSR's Matt Jones joins me now. And Matt, the Cats started SEC play with 2 straight overtime games. That trend coming to an end Tuesday against Missouri.
Thank goodness. I couldn't take it anymore, actually. You know, they played Missouri, won by 49. That's sort of an historic win. It was the fewest points Missouri had scored since 1950, which is absolutely crazy. And also for Kentucky, when you beat a conference opponent, I don't care if they're good or not good, if you beat them by 49, that's a good day.
And now the Cats are facing an Alabama team that's 12-4, 2-1 in the SEC, but their losses, Wichita State, 13th ranked Iowa State.
They should have beaten Wichita State.
Right.
They were up 15 with about 4 minutes to go and blew it. I think Alabama's really good. And I'll go so far as to say, had Kentucky not looked as good as they did, I thought they were going to lose this game Saturday. I mean, I'm not going to pick Alabama now, but I think Kentucky is going to get a tough game. Alabama plays real physical. They hack, they grab. They're the kind of team, it's going to be a terrible game to watch. But the Cats are a 9-point favorite. I think it's going to come down to the very end. I would argue this is their second toughest game left in the season.
This Bama team beat Texas A&M by 21 points.
Yeah, but you can't cut apples and oranges. You know, when Kentucky comes to town, Texas A&M is going to give an effort that they don't give against Alabama. But I still think that this will be a difficult game.
How about Devin Booker, SEC Freshman of the Week for the second time this season, and his play has been fabulous.
For all the teenage girls out there, Devin Booker is the constant player of the week because they love him. But as far as for Kentucky, he was huge at Texas A&M, hit some shots that kept him in at the beginning of the game, got an and one. He's been great. I think he's been a lot better than people realize and than we thought he was going to be. There are NBA guys saying now he could be a top 20 draft pick if he comes out. I don't think anybody saw that before the season.
All right, what is your pick for Kentucky and Alabama tomorrow?
I'm going to say Kentucky wins by 5. I think it's going to be a very close game. I think that maybe they'll hit some free throws down the stretch to win it.
Who do you think is going to be the Kentucky player of the game tomorrow? Who's really going to step up?
It better be the big guys. Alabama's weakness is with their big guys. Their big guys are not very physical. So Willie, Carl Towns, Dakari Johnson, they all need to play well. If they don't, it'll be like Texas A&M, and it could be a loss.
All right, it's the Cats and Crimson Tide tomorrow at 4 o'clock, and you can watch the game on ESPN2. Also, don't miss This is Kentucky Basketball Sunday here on your official UK station. This week, Carl Anthony Towns is my co-host. He's talking about everything from his road to Kentucky to his love of a certain board game.
What board game?
Oh.
Operation?
What do you think?
I don't know. By the way, happy birthday. You're, what, 29?
That's right, 29 and
okay,
holding.
That's what I thought.
That's right. This is Kentucky Basketball. It airs Sunday morning at 11:30 here on WKYT. Let's talk a little bit of basketball before you go. Braylon Hurts says he's entering the NFL draft. What does that mean for the football team?
It doesn't mean a lot. I mean, they've got a lot of depth. I was surprised that Braylon Hurts would enter the draft, but you know, here's the thing about football, especially the running back position. Your body's only got so many hits left in it. And if you take them all in college when you're not getting paid, it can hurt you in the NFL. He'll get a shot in the NFL. He'll go to a training camp. Running back's the one position where really you didn't have to do anything in college to make it in the pros. So if he's going to have a shot, I'm glad he plays running back. I wish him the best.
We're still waiting to find out the special teams coach, and they've actually extended the deadline. Any news on that?
No, I have no idea. I mean, they may hire Chris Bailey because he can't be worse than the dude who wore his hat backwards last year. He was the worst coach that we've had at the, well, I better be careful. I'll get in trouble. But whoever it is, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Let's say, unless it's Chris Bailey, because if they hire Chris Bailey, we're in big trouble.
Chris Bailey's tough. He can put some hits on people. I'm not worried about it.
All right, Matt, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now let's send it over to Chris Bailey.
You know what? I'm going to rock a fedora on the sideline instead of a backwards baseball cap. Hey, temperatures out there this afternoon. Speaking of putting some hits on, folks, I think you're going to like what we have. A lot of 40s that are showing up under a mostly sunny sky. 43 Lexington, 40 into Florence, Frankfort, and Corbin looking much better with mid-40s that are showing up throughout the land. So overall, pretty good looking weather to start out the weekend. Obviously, if you're going to be out traveling, not a whole lot going on this evening into tonight. Live First Alert Defender, Kentucky's most powerful live Doppler radar, says you have nothing to worry about, not only across Kentucky, but surrounding states as well. So if you're out traveling tonight, a little evening trip somewhere across the land, you're going to be in tip-top shape. We will change that up, though, a little bit by the end of the weekend. It's one of those good halves and not so good halves of weekend just ahead of us. We'll break it all down with the hour-by-hour forecast a little later on. WKYT News at 4:30 starts right now.